Hey guys, so we're going to be going over the first about 2.5 minutes of A Little Wicked by Valerie Broussard. This is going to move a little bit faster than the choreography when I teach it in class, mainly because it's a video, so you can always pause and go back and rewatch sections if you need to, as opposed to me having to repeat them over and over while we sequence them in teaching. With the more complicated tricks, I am planning on uploading some videos that are just of those that we found challenging in this routine, so that if you just need help on a specific section that's a little bit more complicated, there should be a video up of that you can check in with. When it comes to our kind of spacing for this, I'm going to perform most things, especially our run-throughs, facing away from you, so that you can face your camera and you can match along with my movements, instead of trying to reverse my movements or switch sides halfway if you realize that we're not matching. That being said, you don't have to match with me. You are welcome to use whichever side you feel best with for whichever trick, as long as you can transition between them safely. For our starting position, we're going to begin facing our poles, and we're going to drag our hands up for a count of 4. This song does kick off pretty slowly, so be aware of that. Don't rush it. The thing I see most commonly go wrong in choreography is that we get comfortable with it and then we speed it up. So we're dragging the hands up. Feel free to move the body side to side. You don't have to just stand straight. And we're going to bring it up for 3, 4. My hands are going to come up and find my pole, one hand high, one hand low. They are going to be in bracket grip. I'm going to demonstrate this trick sideways and facing you so that you know what's happening when my back is to you. If you want to make this trick a little bit bigger, I'm going to start with my legs wider apart, and then I'm going to cross them one over the other. So a little lift, and we're going to cross, boop, and then I'm going to turn. I want to make sure that I turn towards my front leg. It won't work if you go the other way. I find it easier if the hand that is down is my front leg, so that I get to turn towards my open chest space and my open hip space. If you don't want to do a lift here, that's totally fine. We're going to start with those legs together instead. And I'm just going to cross my front one and then turn. So you can make this a nice big lift or a relatively small one. We're going to go from there into a circle out with the legs, one leg at a time, and then a body wave back. So we're starting here, dragging those hands up, bracket grip, and turn, and bring it around. So now I'm going to switch where I'm doing this so that you can do it kind of matching me. So we would start here, we're turning around. So you should now be back to your pole facing your screen. And I'm going to draw a circle out with one leg, nice and wide. Circle out with the other leg, nice and wide. My hips are still off the pole. There's still space. And I'm going to body wave back. So I'm going to drop my hips back and bring my booty to the pole. We're then going to drop one of our knees. So I'm going to pivot it down and bring it up. And then the other one. Pivot down and bring it up. And then I'm going to cross and hold for a second. And we're going to uncross, open, and down to the knees. So doing that again facing you, so you can kind of see what's happening. These are very slow counts. It's about the speed that I'm currently doing them. There are clicks in the music that we can go along to, or it's just that 1, 2, 3, 4 count. So we have turned around, we're out from the pole, I'm drawing a circle and a circle, my hips are still back, I'm going to body wave down, and then I'm going to drop one knee, pivoting off that toe or the platform of my shoe, drop the other knee, pull it across, and down, legs stay together, open the knee, close the knee, open the knee, I'm going to turn onto that knee, coming down onto our knees. If you need to work on that a little bit more, go ahead and scrub back and just focus on that section. We're gonna go continuing on, and then we're gonna add in the music. I'm gonna get back up to standing by doing a double A-frame. This is one of those movements that has proven to be a little bit complicated, so there will be a video on this kind of by itself. But I've come to my knees, and I'm going to bracket grip my pole. My outside leg is gonna cross back over. I'm gonna put that toe on the ground. Letting my chest drop to the side, opening my legs and bringing them up. My outside leg then leads again. I'm gonna cross it back over so that I'm standing. So, if we're doing this from our facing the camera, I've closed my legs, I've opened, I've dropped down to my knees. I'm gonna turn to face my pole. Inside arm goes low, outside arm goes high. Outside leg crosses over and opens. Inside leg then closes. So I'm in this nice little lifted bridge. Keep those hips lifted. Outside leg comes back over and down. And then I can stand. I call it a double A-frame stand. Other people call it other things, but that's how we're gonna get up to standing. So let's go ahead and run through this with our song. The quality sound-wise might not be great since I'm recording the song off of my speakers, but hopefully it's not going to be as big an issue. And once you kind of get the feel of it, you can listen to the song on your own and mark through these movements without me. So remember, you're starting with your back to your camera, and then when you turn around, I will be there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. That's what it calls. Hands come to pull across. And turn. Wave it out. That's what I am. Down. And me. No one calls you honey. Close. When you're sitting on the throne. Uncross. No one calls you honey. Down. When you're sitting on the throne. A-frame. Patient woman. So from there, we're going into a step to an eternal pole walk, and then a passe pirouette, a reverse pirouette, and a leg hook. These pirouettes can get a little bit confusing because we do so many in a row. Just keep in mind that you are twisting and then untwisting your arm. But starting with that stand up, we have done our double A-frame. If you need to review that, go ahead and do so. We have come into that stand, and I'm automatically going to have one foot in front. So I'm going to take a step with that other foot. We're going to go into eternal pole walks. So I'm going to step, and then I'm just going to start pivoting. We're going to go through 1, and 2, 3, and 4. With eternal pole walks, you're welcome to stylize them however you'd like to. I'm just doing a basic crossover. You are always welcome to instead turn this into little flicks back and forth. The whole thing is that we're just picking up one leg and then the other, rotating or transferring our weight side to side. So we've come up, we're taking that step, and then I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to take my final step to prep for a pirouette. So I'm going to step, I'm going to bring my outside arm between my body and my pole, big turn through, and we're going to hook that knee on the pole. My top arm does not flip over. So I take my step, my inside arm comes around, and my top arm is just going to twist, and I want to find the pole with my leg. Little pose here. I'm then placing this foot on the ground, my other foot is stepping across. So I'm coming out and around. We're making a little twist and then we're untwisting. We plant, turn towards the pole, hook, down, step away from the pole. We're only going to come to face the pole, we're going to do a body wave. So, From the side, I've stepped through, I'm facing the pole, I'm going to go chest, hips, big push back, and we're pausing here. Big tilt up with that booty. Don't let it rest down. Tighten the core, squeeze through the lat, squeeze through the lumbar spine, tilt the booty in. I'm going to drive the chest back up. I'm going to go through a bracket pirouette again and hook that leg. So one arm goes high, other arm's going to go low. Palm to pole, knuckles to pole. And then I'm going to sweep my outside leg around, and we're going to hook the pole. If we do all of these together, this is where it gets a little bit confusing. So just going through that slowly. We've come up, and then we're stepping. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plank for pirouette. Turn through, big wrap around, leg comes down, I'm turning back under my own arm, and then we're facing the pole for that body weight back, and sweep it up, hands go up, I'm turning, and I'm hooking. But I'm going to hinge at the waist. Look at my leg, and up. I'm going to grab and go into a fan kick with this leg lifted. That's one of those movements I'm going to have a breakdown of. I'm not going to do a breakdown of all the pirouettes, mainly just because there's no trick to them. You just have to keep doing them until they make sense. But with our knee hook, if you already know that your knee hook to your fan kick is going to be challenging for you, just drop that leg. So as I come down with my lotion, I'm going to come up and let that leg come down. And then I'm just going to go into a normal fan kick. You control how difficult you want to make that. How big of a lift you want to do. If you'd rather have both feet on the floor, that's totally fine. Let's try running through all of it with just counts. And then we'll go ahead and add on one more little section and then try that first minute and a half with music. So you're starting facing your pole, and we're dragging the hands up for 1, 2, 3, 4, bracket, 1, 2, cross, 3, 4, legs out, 1, 2, body roll down, 3, 4, knee, 1, 2, close, 3, cross, 4, and uncross, and drop, 2, 3, all the way to the floor for 4, bracket, and over, 1, 2, 3, and up, 4, and then take your step for your eternals, 1, 2, 3, 4, step into your pirouette, and around, let that arm stay wrapped, leg hook, and down, step it back, and around, body wave, booty, and back up. Bracket arms, turn it through, hook, and down, and up, grab, and fan it. Very good. If that all made sense, go ahead and move on with me. If it didn't make sense, go back, watch it again, keep running through that section until it feels like it clicks. The last two things we're going to add, and then we're going to do this with our music, is I have ended that fan kick. It's come through. We've ended it. I'm going to step with my inside foot, and then I'm going to reach out and step with my outside foot. The line here that we're looking for, this is one of our anchor points, or if you've been going kind of fast, take this real slow. If you've been a little bit behind, speed this section up. We're going to take that boy's crown, is the statement. So we've come out of our fan kick. Nice big fan kick. I'm stepping inside to ground myself. Outside, I want to keep that foot underneath my hip though. We're not going into a full lunge. And we're going to take that boy's crown. I'm then going to shift my weight into my front leg. I'm gonna lift that back leg, swing my arm up high, and we're gonna go into a back hook. Then we're gonna take that boy's crown, push, lift, and back. If you feel stable here, we can release that back arm. We do want this to be a gentle fold into then a fast movement. So nice big reach. I'm gonna take that boy's crown, back hook, and you can release if you would like to. You control the speed of your spin. We are gonna have a collection point down at the bottom, where once again, if you did it faster, you can slow down. If you did it a little bit behind, you can speed up. Let's try it with our music. You're running your hands up. 3, 4, cross. Swing it out. Knee. No one calls you honey when you're sitting off the phone. No one calls you honey when you're sitting off the phone. Double bracket. Patient woman. Eternals. I know why no one calls you honey when you're sitting off the phone. Step into our pirouette. These days are coming. I'm gonna take that boy's crown. Turn it under. Body weight. Lying deep down to that knee hook. Bow. At least now. One of these days are coming. Step under. Take that boy's crown. Back hook. So we switched camera angles slightly because the next section is a lot of floor work. With this floor work, we have ended in our back hook, so we're going to do a body drag. This is like that reach for your crown section. If you hit the ground and you're like, I am early, that back hook did not take long, then you're going to drag this out. If you hit the ground and you only have time for a quick one, that's totally fine. We're doing a body trace. So, I am hooked around my pole, or we just come from my back hook. I'm going to keep that inside arm on the pole, and I'm going to drag my outside arm up my body. You control how deep you go. If you only want to go back a little bit, that's okay. We're coming all the way back. I'm then going to push off the pole, bring my hands down, and I'm going to pop my heels up at the same time. So we're going into a down dog. The hands and the heels happen at the same time. This is a really easy trick to get behind on because we get a little bit precious with it. We pop up and we go, okay, I want my hands to be here, maybe over here. Okay, and then legs. The trick should be over by then. So, practice this one until it works as a unit. I'll come back, doing my nice big trace. And then I'm going to pop forwards, hands up. And I'm going to take one leg, whichever one you like, and I'm going to lift it up the pole into a pseudo split. That hand is going to grab the pole, and I'm going to drop my leg off using my hand as my brakes to help bring me down. So, I'm going to do it a couple more times from a couple of different angles. We have popped forwards, I've popped up. I'm lifting my leg up the pole. I'm bringing that hand and grabbing the cup grip about my pelvis, and then I'm just going to drop that leg off. Come down. Drill it if you need to. We have come down to here. I'm going to release this hand, and I'm going to roll away from my pole. And we're coming over, I'm going to roll. Boop. Why do I not know what happens next? You're going to here, and I'm going to roll over. We're going to go boop. off to my pole. We're using that body wave to get us to the pole so that we're in place for the next trick. It is a false transition, but it's not necessarily hard, right? We are here. I'm going to roll over, knees in, hands to pole. Hands to pole. Now we're going to do a body wave. We're going to do 2 diamond pirouettes from the ground. This whole section is going to have its own video because I know it's been challenging for a lot of people. But our basic diamond pirouette. I've done my body wave. I'm going to bring one arm high, one arm low, and I'm going to pop my chest to the side. You get to dictate which side. I like going this way. Body waved. One hand high, one hand low. Shoulders in front of the pole. I'm then going to open my inside leg and come over. Bring that outside arm to the pole. Rotate those knees. So we're back in that same position. Diamond again. If you have a hard time with these, just string them together. It's a great way to work on them. Bottom arm, top arm, legs. Bottom arm, top arm, legs. Work on it. Check out that video breaking it down. Once you feel confident with those, we're going to move on. We have 2 diamond rolls, and then my outside arm is coming to the floor, and I'm going into this fun little twirly leg transition. So, we're doing our first pirouette. Diamond. Break through. Second pirouette. Diamond. My outside arm comes down, so I have some support. My inside leg is going to straighten, pulse the pole. I'm going to bring my heel to my glute, and then tip back. So, if I turn this way, so you can see it from the back, I'm out, heel to glute. As I rotate that hip, I'm going to drop my booty back. Try it on both sides, see which side likes it better. Heel to glute, tip the booty back. It's one of those tricks that looks like it should be really easy, tends to take a little bit more brain power than we expect it to. So play with that. Get really, really comfortable with that movement. Heel to glute, so toe tips up, and then as it completes that circle, the hips drop back to give us an illusion of a little bit more flexibility. From there, I'm going to pull my leg through and hook it on the pole, and then I'm going to lotion it. So, we'll do this facing both ways. I'm back, heel comes up, twirly leg, and then I'm just going to pull this leg through this space and hook it on the pole. I'm going to straighten it, bring my hand off the floor, and I'm going to lotion my leg. We do this facing the other way. I'm out. I go twirly and back. Pull it through and hook. Brace with that top arm. I'm going to go, wow, look at my leg. Hand down, toe down. Pull the other leg through. We want that pull through to be nice and controlled. We're going to push through that bottom arm, pull through the top arm, push through the bottom leg, so that when we come through, it's not a kind of Hail Mary toss. It's a nice big extension up, and then bring it down. I'm going to bring my toes together and body wave. 1, 2, and 3. Are there 3 of those? Yes. Cool. So, let's run through just that section. We have come down to the ground. Nice big hook. Nice big lean back. And then I'm going to pop up. Hands down, heels up. Straighten one leg up the pole. Reach with that hand, flip it over. Bring it down. Hands over, roll. Dance or push up back. Bring yourself to the pole with a body wave. Prep for your diamond pirouettes. And diamond pirouette. Turn it through. Another one. Diamond pirouette, hand down. Leg out. Twirly leg, hips back. knee through and hook, lotion. Toe down, hand down, sweep it out, diamond, body wave, body wave, body wave. If you need to do that section a couple more times, go ahead and do so. We're going to move on, and then we're going to do this section, and then put it all together. We're almost done with this section. We're going to do a tray hand turn, and then we're going to do a tray hand turn, and I guess another knee-based body wave. Apparently. And then we're going to cartwheel our hands and go into a half stag and a full stag. So, we've done our body waves. We're here. I'm going to train my hand. So I want my palm up. Pull between my thumb and my pointer finger. I'm going to sweep that outside leg around. And just turn. I can push off that back hand. This is not a super fast movement in the beginning. We're just straighten and sweep, push off that back hand, face the pole. And I'm going to push with this hand, pull with this arm, and pop myself up onto my knees. With our cartwheel hands, these are exactly what they sound like. I'm going to bring both hands over to one side of the pole, like I'm doing a cartwheel. As I do so, I'm going to lift my top knee. I'm going to pivot off my bottom knee, so your knee pads are important here, or some sort of cushioning. If you would like to diamond your toes, go for it. This is another one of those tricks that will have a tutorial all by itself. So cartwheel over, knee up, and over. So we end all on one side of the pole. Then we're going to do some stag lifts. We're going to do a half stag and then a full stag. All that means is I'm going to bend one leg and then bend the other one. And as I bend them, I'm going to drive my knees in towards my chest. So we're going to go boop, one leg is up high, one knee is my bracing knee. You can decide which knee you want to have do which job. I'm going to do one of those, and then on the second one, I'm going to push hard back, drive my leg that's off the ground straight back to come up to kneeling. So, I'm going to adjust my knee pads for this. They are too low. There we go. We're going to come stag and down, stag and drive up. You can always turn these into a normal dancer push-up if you don't feel confident with that stag push. You can always just go stag, down, and then dancer push-up back if you don't want to do that big explosive drive with the stag. Let's try putting all of it together without the music, and then we'll go ahead and put it together with the music. So, you are facing your pole, and we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, hands 1, 2, 3, 4, wide 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, close, 3, cross, 4, down, 1, open, open to the knees, bracket, over, up, and over. It should be Patient Woman in the song. Roll it up, and step, start your eternals. 1, 2, 3, 4, step for your pirouette, hand high, turn through, don't untwist that arm, booty, down, inside leg steps through, body waves, and back, and up, turn under, catch the pole, hinge down, and up, fan kick, plant that inside foot, big lean, reach with those fingers, and back hook. Whoosh. Down, lean back, a little wicked, pop, up, leg, cup grip, pull over, dancer, pull to pole, body wave, diamond, 1, diamond, 2, and down. There is pause here if we did those diamonds too fast. Out, down, pull it through, lotion, and go down, sweep it out, diamond, body wave, body wave, body wave, tray hand, sweep it under, pop it up to the knees, cartwheel, stag, full step to the knees. If parts of that got confusing or you didn't know where you were going, run through it again, revisit those sections. This is going to be the whole thing with the music.
That's what he calls me, 'cause that's what I am, that's what I am.
Me.
No one calls you honey when you're sitting on the throne. No one calls you honey when you're sitting on the throne. Beware the patient woman.
Step to eternals.
This much I know. No one calls you honey when you're sitting
4, step to passe. Pose. Step it around.
There's a sleeping
Body wave.
still waters lying deep down. To that king I will bow. At least for now.
Back kick.
One of these days are coming. I'm gonna
Take that ground.
boys down.
Back hook.
'Cause I
And back. Up the boys. Up. Over. Roll. Back. Body wave. Diamond. Down. Out. Lotion. Body wave. Tray hands. Cartwheel. Step. So that was all the choreography we have so far. The last chunk of the song will be uploaded maybe over the weekend. If you got it and it made sense, awesome. If there are any tricks that I don't do an independent video of that you would like a slower breakdown of, feel free to leave a comment or shoot me a message or a text, whatever. This is supposed to be a resource for you so that you can feel more confident coming into classes or learning this on your own at a later date. Thanks. Bye.